guys, what is going on? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Today's video is a little different. So, in the past, I have done garage videos, right? My garage tour videos. But, you know, the longer I play the game, the bigger my garage gets, and the more I know about particular cars I would not have talked about in the past. So, if I made a full-on garage video today with the garage I have, I mean, we've seen Android Fanatics. His went to about 50 minutes, and to be honest with you, I can talk a lot more because I play this game a lot. I've been through so many experiences that I want to share with you guys that, you know, I could honestly probably talk about my garage for 2 hours, and that would just be like uncommons and commons, probably. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do to break it up a bit and to also decrease the length of the video, I'm just going to show you my GE garage. It is the newest, I guess the newest contribution from Hutch to the game so far, and I'm absolutely loving it. GE has done something to my heart that other updates, besides American Dream, has failed to do. Now, when it came to French Renaissance, alright, we're not even going to talk about French Renaissance. I never had hype for it. Literally my favorite thing about French Renaissance was when they added more dodges, right? When they added the Charger Hellcat and all that. But let's look at the other updates we've had. German Renaissance, Italian Renaissance. That's it. Before a great exhibition. They were good updates, right? Roof was definitely packed with hype. The new BMWs from German Renaissance were amazing. Italian obviously had the Lamborghinis. But, you know, the thing about those two last updates we had was I was really hyped about it for maybe like a week or two, and then it kind of just dulled out. Like, that's it. Like, I remember when Italian Renaissance came out, they had like 3 or 4 Italian requirements for finals. After the first 2, I was honestly sick of it. And then they were like, alright, let's do ×5 Lamborghinis for the P1 GTR. Oh, alright, let's do, you know, another, I don't know what other requirements they did. There were a lot of Italian ones. They did like a Maserati one, right? And then they did an Alfa Romeo one. So, you know, overall, you know, the hype lasted with the last 2 updates, you know, about 2 weeks, and then it died out. GE, different though. I really love the cars in this update. I love how they look. They're also really useful in the game, a lot of them. And, you know, the hype isn't dead. GE's been out for probably over a month now, maybe. And I am still absolutely loving it. I'm still waiting for more GE events. I'm waiting for more GE packs, Aston Martin packs, obviously. And yeah, with that said, let's dive right into it. My GE garage. So let's start off with the commons, alright? I have 6 GE commons that you're greeted with. And honestly, I have to tell you, 4 out of 6 of them are actually very useful. You can even argue 5 out of 6. So what are the 4 out of the 6 useful commons in my opinion? It is the Lotus 7, before it became a Caterham, TVR 1600M, the Opel GT, and the Land Rover Series S1. These 4 cars, in my opinion, are cars that you should collect as well. The Signet, you could argue, is pretty good. It has low 0 to 60, the handling's okay, it's a very light car, very nimble, and it has standard tires. Lastly, we have the Jaguar SS100. This one I collected because I like it. I love vintage cars, especially elegant looking ones like these. Like, if Rolls-Royce was added to the game, like, I would collect like every single Ghost and Phantom and wasn't there one called like a Silver Bullet or something like that? I don't know, but you know, I would collect all the classic Rolls Royces. I love them. But yeah, as you can see, you have the Rat, style icon, great exhibition. Let's see how many races I have on this thing. I feel like I never use it outside of clubs. 50 races, actually that's quite a bit. Yeah, but I really only use it for clubs. Lotus 7 is really good because this is like the lightest car in the whole game at 361 kgs. Literally, I'm pretty sure Eric could deadlift that much. There are people, real people in the world that could probably deadlift that, right? Maybe? I don't know. 361 pounds, easy. 361 kgs, maybe? I don't know. I don't think in kgs. I think in pounds. So that's my problem. Like, my bench is 200 pounds. Which you might think is close, but kg is like different. You got my European viewers would definitely know this. I'm American and dumb. But moving on is the Land Rover Series 1. I personally think that this is pretty useful for, you know, just in clubs, low rarity off-road events. I mean, literally the only two cars you can get is this Land Rover Series 1 and the Mahari. And I'm not getting the Mahari because it's French, so, I kind of have to deal with the Land Rover Series 1. I have been in situations where the Mahari actually beats the Series 1, but I'm just happy to have it because now I finally have an off-road common. This is my first off-road common ever. The next one is the Opel GT. The Opel GT is the first ever GE car I got. It was the first GE car I got, the first GE car I maxed, and I have to say, this is actually very good. The stats, you can get a glimpse from the uncommon RQ7 Datsun. This is actually a really decent car. 7.9, 0 to 60 of under 8 seconds combined with a handling of over 80. That's actually pretty good for a common. Definitely would recommend keeping that. As well as the TVR 1600M. It's a beautiful looking car with amazing handling. And I mean, when you think about it, 8081 to 7983, that's, they're pretty similar in a way. And this one's for 1 RQ less as well. Overall, great for clubs. Anyway, moving on, we have my Aston Martins. I have every uncommon Aston Max because you guys know me, I love Aston so much. But we start with the Lagonda right here, 7074. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty weak car. It is medium, but it literally has like just slightly better stats than other RQ8 medium tire cars. Standard tire cars with medium ground clearance, and when you think about it, this is performance tires, and the fact that it's only slightly better than the standard tire counterparts, like for example, I think I have a Dodge Avenger that's actually better. It has more handling, medium as well, just the 0 to 60 is a little weaker, so the Lagonda is not very strong. However, I love this car. I don't know why it doesn't have the style icon tag, but it's really beautiful. The interior is beautiful as well. Next one's a TVR Timar. I would definitely recommend you guys to keep this. 0 to 60 of, well, 6.6 under 7 seconds, and handling of over 82 is indeed actually very impressive. I would definitely recommend this to anybody. It has a low 0 to 60 for its RQ. Now moving on with the Aston Martin DBS, I just love the car. Honestly, I don't think I've really ever used it that much. 54% win ratio. All these races are 100% clubs. I've never used these cars outside of clubs. Next, we have my Aston Martin DB5 Army. This is not the first stack of 5 maxed out GE cars you will see. There's another one coming up. But as you guys know, the DB5 has been my favorite Aston Martin until the DBS Superleggera released. DB5 was definitely my favorite, one of my favorite cars of all time as well, as I'm very, very huge on the vintage cars, the classic cars. This car has an MRA of around the 80s, right? So that's pretty good MRA. However, the top speed is not very high. 154 is high, but it's not the highest when it comes to uncommon. Like, you have the Maserati Mexico that hits 170. All in all, in terms of the usefulness in the game, the DB5 is actually very useless. It pains me to say it because I love this car so much, but it's so useless. There are speed of light uncommon events in clubs right now, actually, as I'm recording this, and it lost on the test bowl, which is like the only thing this thing is actually built for, unless it's like 1 mile or half mile. But it lost on the test bowl to an RQ7 Mercedes. The classic Mercedes with the wing doors, like is it the 300 SL? I think it's the 300 SL. But it lost to that on the test bowl, and it pains me even more to know that uncommon Mercedes actually used to be common, and it lost. So, that was very sad for me, but you know what? I don't care. I love the DB5. I have 5 of them maxed out. I will have 10 of them maxed out in no time. I've never sold, I think I've sold 1 DB5 on mistake, but besides that, I've never sold a DB5. Every DB5 I've collected, I've maxed out. Anyway, moving on, over here we have the Aston Martin DB4. Once again, it's kind of like a worse version of the DB5. 6'8" to 6'5", yeah, 6'8", 6'5", 6970. Why I'm comparing these two in particular is because I 969 this, I believe. Yeah, 969. However, this one's 969, but all my other 4 DB5s are all 996 because they're literally only made for drags. Here's the 969 version, 6570 to 6368. Anyway, moving on to the next family. Now this one is actually literally like the best uncommon GE car released, the Land Rover Defender 110. I have 5 of them. They're all 969 and they are amazing. I mean, they're just genuinely amazing. They beat, I think they can beat super rares off-roaders, like super rare all-surface tires, maybe not off-roaders, but super rare all-surface tires, and very niche tracks, but they definitely beat any other uncommon off-roader that exists. And they also, and these Defender 110s, they also beat a lot of rare off-roaders. Like, it's better than the Mercedes, you know, the RQ13 Mercedes G-Wagon off-roader. It's also better than the Dodge Ram in some cases as well. Like, this is a really, really good car. If you don't have it, I would recommend you to go out of your way and find it. It's such a great car, and honestly, guys, it's hard to believe that Hutch isn't going to upgrade this in the future. Whether it be an RQ12 Rare, RQ13 Rare, even if you gave it RQ11 Rare, I think that would be still underrated. So it's hard to believe that this car isn't going to get an upgrade. So I would say right now is the time to get as many 110s as you can. Now, moving on, you know, we have the twin cam. This one is also a very useful car. I would max out a second one if I had one, but so far I've only managed to drop 1 twin cam so far out of the a million ceramic packs I've opened. 5884, 131 top speed. It's a beautiful looking car from the front. It's really ugly from the back, and I'm happy you can't see it. Also, we have the Brooklands. I just like how it looks. I don't really use it a lot. MRN is decent though. So anyway, moving on to my rares, we have the Opel Insignia Country Tourer. I needed, the reason why I got this was I just needed a low RQ standard tire car. And, you know, 84 handling for RQ11 with standard tires and medium. I was like, yeah, I'm sold. I'll get one. The picture is also pretty nice. It's really cropped nicely. Next one, as you can see, I have 2 Opel Manta 400s. Amazing. Amazing car. 5989. When you think about it, the BMW Z4, the convertible, the one that, you know, literally everybody uses all the time, is 6189 at RQ12. This is 59. This is 0.2 seconds faster to 60 than the BMW for 1 RQ less. Now you might be thinking, why? Is it, you know, is the car underrated? No, it's because the MRA on the Opel Manta 400 is like 40. I think it's like 30 or 40. Like, it's really bad. This thing has no MRA, like literally no MRA. But, you know, when it comes to the twisties, it's amazing. Next is my Aston Martin V8. Once again, I'm just a huge fan of Aston Martin. No, I don't have every single rare Aston Martin. I know. I just have problems with slots right now, and hopefully Hutch will release another, you know, 25 slot ceramic deal. I'll definitely pounce on that so I can get myself more slots. But yeah, this car I have right now, it's at 996. It hits 4.873. MRA is decent, but it's not as good as the Ghibli SS. The Ghibli SS is still the king. However, it's a decent looking car with decent looking stats. I mean, it's a great looking car with decent looking stats. And yeah, that's why I have it. Moving on, the Opel GT, 94 handling. Literally, I'm not a huge fan of concept cars. But the reason why I have it is, hold on, what's going on? Because I'm actually recording this when Bayern Munich is playing, and I missed a goal. Serge Gnabry scored. I missed the goal. You know what? We're almost done with this video, kinda. We're still in the rares, not really. But hopefully they'll wait for me. I missed a goal from Serge Gnabry. Okay. Anyway, we have the Aston Martin Virage, the Arnage, and the DB4 Zagato and Discovery 3. And did I say why I have this? Because it has the most handling out of every rare, more than the BBR. But the BBR apparently is better still than Mazda. But yeah, Virage, this thing has an MR of like 92, unless it got changed in the recent PL11.1 RQ changes. I don't think it did. It's a good fast circuit car. I'm looking to get a second one to 969 because I did a garage review recently, and in that garage review I actually saw that this was like 5682 with the amazing MRA it had. It's actually really good for a fast circuit at 969, so I'll probably get a second one of those. The Arnage or the Arnage, the reason why I got it is because I do have a soft spot for the Bentley design, like this particular Bentley design with like just the huge grill. I'm a huge grill guy. I like huge grills. That's why I love Dodge. But yeah, that's why I got that over there. It's a medium as well, so it's good for city streets. 8151. You know, it's all right. DB4. This one has the Sub-Zero tag. Finally, my first car of the Sub-Zero tag. It's a great car. 4974. Once again, though, it's still not as good as the Ghibli SS. The Ghibli SS is the best fast car of its class, in my opinion. The Ghibli SS, but this one's a really good runner-up alongside the Pontiac Firebird that is RQ13. Now, moving on to the Super Rares. The rank I hate the most, so I'm going to run through this really quickly because I want to go watch Bayern Munich play as well. First of all, with the Vauxhall Insignia Grand Sport 6086. No, I did not max this out when it was RQ18. I actually maxed it out after it got the nerf because I'm preparing for the championships, the British championships, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of rain, so this is going to come in handy with the 86 handling as well, and also because there are not a lot of standard tire British cars, like super rares. They're literally 4. It's the Insignia, the I think it's like the I-Pace or the F-Pace of one of the Jags, Ford Galaxy, and one more that I'm missing. It's another Ford. The one that used to be rare, the brown one that looks like a piece of chocolate. But yeah, not a fan of any of them, so I was just like, I have the Insignia, I'll max it out. So I kind of have it sitting there now. The Opel GT, this one's a definite keeper. I have 4 of them, but you know me, I'm very slow when it comes to maxing out super rares. I might max out 2. But 4492 for RQ16, that's a steal. I would highly recommend this. Obviously, this is at 969. Moving on, we have 2 Bentley Continental Ts. Apparently, they used to be good. They used to have like 95 MRA, but then it got nerfed, and now it's like 60 something, and now it's useless. Moving on, I got a couple Astons here. I don't have the DB7 maxed out just yet, but I will get to it in a, eventually. I got the Aston Martin V8 Vantage here. It's at 996, 4.30 to 60, and I have the Aston Martin V8 Coupe at 969. The Vantage is cool. A lot of people say it looks like a Mustang, which honestly makes me like it even more. But however, it's not the fastest, You have the Corvette. I literally got another notification from Bayern. Bayern scored again. Bayern scored. I've missed 2 goals from Bayern. Why did I choose to record it this time? I can't. I have to finish this now. I have to finish this. I'm not going to rush it because I really want to run through all the info that I have for you guys. But yeah, Aston Martin is a great car. But yeah, moving on, we're just going to skip by all the super rares. We have 2 Lotus Elise Sprints out of 4, both of them maxed out. This one is 699 and this one is 969, and I can promise you the 969 one is better than the 699. I also have the Land Rover Discovery. I swear to God, if Thomas Muller scored, it was Kimmich. Alright, it was Kimmich. I did not miss a Thomas Muller goal. I cannot. That is a war crime. If I miss a Thomas Muller goal, that is a war crime. But yeah, Land Rover Discovery 5. This is like, apparently a lot of people are saying that this is like the best super rare off-roader now. When I said it was the Mitsubishi Outlander. I don't know. I mean, Outlander has 85 handling, but this does have 6.70 to 60. So I would say they're both very strong, but in their own little categories. So the Outlander is, for more of the twisties, and then this one's more of a fast one. But yeah, moving on, we also have my Jaguar XKR. I'm just a huge fan of the XKR. The stats are actually not bad. 4387, like it's actually not bad, but I haven't used it a lot that I can say. Yeah, 19 races, 68% win ratio. It's not bad, really. Anyway, moving on with the Aston, we're moving to Ultra now. Of course, we have 4 Airthix. But the first one is the V8 Vantage Volante. Now, this car has actually impressed me a lot. 19 races, win ratio 84%. 4.10 to 60 and decent MRA in the 80s. This is actually a really good drag car, and I have this at 969, but I regret not 996ing it. I wish I 996 it because it could be 4081 or maybe, if I'm lucky, 39. But yeah, it's really, really good. Hiccup, sorry. It's really, really good. It's not going to beat, the Miuras, but when it comes to GE drags, British drags, this is a pretty good car to rely upon. Moving on, a lot of people are also saying that I maxed this out as a mistake. I did this at 699. I kind of did it because it was I got it early and I just wanted to max out a GE car. So if I do get a second, I will probably 996 it because everyone's saying that this car is amazing MRA. I went to Top Drives Club, I checked it out, 85 MRA on this thing. So yes, it is very, very strong. But my main intention for the Exige S2 was to be a Lotus 135 killer. And I think having it at 699 is the way to kill the 135 because I want to utilize that handling. 98 for RQ20, that's a deal. So these are all my other, ultra rares. As you can see, I have the DB7 Zagato. It's at 969, yes. It's an Aston Martin, that's why. My XKR 4.2S, I love this car. I love this car so much. 4.2, 90 handling, and an MRF around the 87s, like high 80s, low 90s. Very, very good car indeed. Moving on, Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Haven't used it much, as you can see, probably under 20 races. 45 races, 73% win ratio. I have it because it's an Aston. I max it out because it's an Aston. Exige S1, from my friend's recommendations, it told me to 969 it, so I 969 it. I haven't used it that much yet. 23, 87%, and I do have a second one here, which I'm probably gonna 699. Now, moving on, the Europa SE, I have this at 969, literally just for the Lamborghini finals, because I wanted to 996 it, but then I just needed something that would also win the hairpin, so I 969'd it. Jaguar XE Dynamic S, 4-wheel drive, medium, 87 handling, good MRA, that's why I maxed it out, and it's a beautiful picture. That is one of the most beautiful pictures I've seen. XJ, standard tire, medium, that's why I have it, very niche category when it comes to GE. Also is a pretty decent car. It's actually better than the Mercedes standard tire RQ22, which hits 4683. This is 4583. Next is the Aston Martin Rapide S. One of the best ultras in GE. I'm very happy to have gotten it. I did do a mistake though. I 699'd it, and I should have 969 this one because I compared it with Android Fanatic. He has a 969 version, and his 969 version was literally better in everything but indoor karting. So I wish I 969 this, but yeah. If you guys have this, you don't have it maxed out yet, I would recommend 969ing the Aston Martin Rapide S. 3993, it's a great car. Moving on with the Defender Works V8. This is actually going to be a pretty long video because I have my phone here looking at it. This is actually going to be a pretty long video, so I do apologize. But I do have the Defender Works V8. I love this car. It's literally one of the reasons why I got the Chiron. XKR, a couple epics here that I haven't really touched upon. My first ever epic Aston, I love it. As well as the Lotus Exige, which I have the handling maxed out, so you see it's at 97. But here, most of this is, I haven't touched upon it yet. I'm only keeping it around for future events. And finally, my top cars, we have the Bentley Continental GT Speed Coupe, which I got literally a day after GE dropped from my 2 million pack opening. I have it almost maxed out. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. 233, 323, am I going to use it more in the dry? Am I going to use it more in the wet? I don't know yet. But that's why I'm currently having it at 669. Still, very, very strong car, very beautiful picture. And the last two, I have my Evora Sport 410, which is almost maxed out. Legendary RQ27, did that in the day, literally 2 weeks ago during the Bugatti finals, which I actually joined 2 weeks ago at this time. And then lastly, we have Eric again, the Bentley Bentayga W12, which seems to be very popular among the YouTubers in terms of them getting them. Haha. Anyway, that is it. That is the GE garage I have. This turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it would be. So, can you imagine how long a real garage video tour would be? Yeah, very long. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna go watch Bayern Munich play now. I already missed 2 goals, and I'm crying on the inside, but I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you all next time. Blossom out.